It's Friday night, and you know what that means. Another hour edition of wrestling on Turner Network Television. Let's talk about it, shall we? I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Rampage. We have JR, Shivani, Excalibur, and Chris Irvine, Jericho, Insurrection supporting Aniston on commentary. There you go. So this show wasn't bad, but honestly, Rampage is just getting to where it's just programming that some people watch out of habit. And based on the ratings, evidently not that many people. And apparently, Warner Brothers Discovery executives want a third wrestling show. Not counting AEW All Access. They want another wrestling show for the weekends? I mean, goddamn, what are they going to make? Battle of the Belts an annual thing? That's going to be insane. Well, we'll talk about that when it comes. So we have Takeshita and Sammy with Tay Meloconte. And yeah, so we have Takeshita doing his usual stuff. Apparently he was at another show in LA or the environs for the big old WrestleMania weekend. Takeshita's a hell of a goddamn athlete. Can't take that away from him. I don't like where they're going with this possible story with him and Don Callis, because I think it's a stupid idea, because anything involving Don Callis is generally stupid. And Sammy, he can do athletic shit. I don't care. I don't want to see him anymore. Ty does the usual interference stuff. I don't want to see her on TV either. And GTH 123. It was fine. Takeshita, again, good athlete, but just, I see Sammy, I tune out. Then QTV. Speaking of tuning out, whoever thought this was a good idea deserves to be fired. Seriously. If Hobbs doesn't get away from this stuff and immediately start cutting his own promos and destroying people week after week after week, he's going to be dead in the water as TNT champion. I do not understand why QT Marshall is an on-screen character on a wrestling program at this point. I don't know why any of this makes air. Just because Tony Khan likes somebody doesn't mean they need to be on television. Lexi Nair was with Matt Hardy and Ethan. It's going to be versus Ethan in an unsanctioned match, and Matt Hardy drew up the contract, and then he does winky stuff to the camera because he's sick of this firm stuff, and I guess he's systematically taking out the firm. Does this mean we're going to see Jeff Hardy back? God, I hope not. So, the Kings of the Black Throne, 2/3 of the House of Black, Malachi, and Brody King with Julia Hart make their entrance, and they take on the Best Friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor. The Best Friends act was stale by 2021. I mean, I would actually argue it was stale after a year, but I can understand sticking with it through the pandemic and then seeing how it'd be well received. And there are people that will like it, and that's fine. But this match went on twice as long as it needed to. We got an apron bump, we got a table bomb, and then eventually a chair that was brought out by Brody King got used by Trent, and Brody got hit with it for a rare DQ. Hey, Rick Knox actually saw something and called something. Even though he's a moron and a bad referee. Actually, he may not be a moron. He's just a bad referee. So, yeah, there you go. By the way, then Orange Cassidy appears and Buddy attacked him. And there we are. And we're getting a Trios title match out of this. Do not give the Trios championships to the Best Friends in Orange Cassidy. So, Swerve and Keith Lee have a couple pre-tapes. I forgot this feud was actually still happening. I think they can make it work from an in-ring work standpoint, but I don't know how much interest there is because Rick Ross, rather, is not there to basically almost get the show pulled because he just wouldn't say, oh, you a big, yeah, saying that kind of stuff that you weren't supposed to say. Anyway, Ty Valkyrie beat Marina Shafir, I think. We still don't know her. Very quickly using Road to Valhalla, Jade's finisher. And Jade said Jade was on the stage. And then sent the person that worked with Mark Sterling, that I believe is Tootie Lynn. I believe that's who that is. I didn't recognize her. I saw her on a couple NWA events. And if that is her, well, all right. I mean, this is one way to introduce her to television, or to a television audience. And there you go. So now it's going to be a lawsuit thing, despite the fact that Ty Valkyrie's been using the finisher longer. So, Anna Jay promo. I'm glad she healed from her dislocated ribs and that she's better, but good God, promos are not her thing. A fat ass with a bad attitude, and I'll choke you out! God, please, Anna has such potential. Stop making her seem so much like she's not an actual human. And then we get a Dynamite card rundown. Please have Jamie flatten Riho in like 5 minutes. And then Juice Robinson took on Action Andretti in a match that was fine. It was fine. Action Andretti can do some good moves. They're really trying to hotshot this Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks thing. Action got a couple near falls. I got hit with a leg lariat, and whatever that sit out spiked thing is, he does 1, 2, 3. Juice then tries to attack him more. Ricky comes down, runs him to the back, and that's it. That's it for Rampage. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.